Hey everyone, thanks for stopping back to my channel if you are new here. Hi, my name is Mindii, Simii, and here on my channel I do mostly speed builds, but I also do game reviews, challenges, let's plays, and more. So if you enjoy that sort of content, please be sure to check out some of the other videos on my channel. Give them a great big thumbs up if you enjoy them. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and as always, leave a comment in the comment section down below because I value your opinion. And today, I know I am late to the party, but I want to know what are your thoughts and opinions on the new game pack Dream Home Decorator, because I am loving it and this is my first build using this pack, so I'm really excited to share that with you guys. But it has been a hot minute since I've been on YouTube. I feel like I say that way too often now, probably in all of my videos, which are very few and far between. So again, I apologize about that. It feels like this time of year is very, very busy for my family. My daughter has dance recital, and then straight out of dance, straight into softball, and then my son is in scouts, and so there's camp and just so much stuff going on right now. And then to top it all off, if you guys are on my Twitter account, you may know that I recently lost all of my save files. All of them gone. Do you guys remember Stay at Home Mom? She's gone. My save file gone. And I held it together until it really hit me that my save file was gone, and that's when I lost it. But we're going to talk about that here in a minute. Let's talk about this build and what I am doing today. This is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom Scandinavian home. It is built in the world of Evergreen Harbor. I can't quite remember the neighborhood that this is built in. I will put it up on the screen if I remember to do so, but I am absolutely loving this home. I am loving the new game pack that we got, Dream Home Decorator, which I think is the name. I can never keep the name straight anymore, but yeah, I'm having so much fun playing it. I'm having so much fun just building in it, using all of the new items that we got. I know it is a bit glitchy, or I should say it's a lot glitchy. It is very, very glitchy, which is really unfortunate. So hopefully before we get the new expansion pack out, which again, I watched the trailer when it dropped. I'm just late to the party talking about it. I'm super excited for the new expansion pack, Cottage Living. I cannot wait. This is like, all I need now is a Generations pack, and I'm going to be good. Like, this is like perfection. I am super excited. Of course, you know, I still want updates on the base game and just general things to make them not so glitchy, but I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for this expansion pack. I have already pre-recorded it, so let me know in the comments down below. Are you guys pre-recorded? Not pre-recorded. I have already pre-bought it. What is that called? I have already pre-ordered. That's the word I'm looking for. I have already pre-ordered it. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you guys already pre-ordered this? Are you going to pre-order this? Do you want to see gameplay first? Are you going to wait till it goes on sale? Is this not your thing? Or are you super excited? Because I want to hear what you guys think about it as well. So this Scandinavian home is the home to a sim, I imagine, who is kind of a little bit stuck up. I think this sim kind of has their nose in the air. Maybe they're a little bit of a narcissist. I think that this sim probably thinks that they are God's gift to the world. The sim is all about their looks. I imagine that they are in the athletic field, and so they maybe play professional sports. I think that the sim is also a little bit famous, maybe like a 3-star kind of sim. Like, the sim is well known, but not well known, if you know what I'm saying. The sim that I imagine living here, I think, kind of puts on a facade when it comes to all kinds of things. For instance, the sim, I believe, does have a lot of money. And I think because they live in the world of Evergreen Harbor, they have this kind of fake like love for the environment. And so in the backyard of this home, I decided to put a water collector, but then next to the water collector, I put a generator. So if you guys have eco lifestyle, you know that in the worlds over time, as you clean up your world and you vote on what's called neighborhood action plans or NAPs, your world can kind of change to reflect those votes that were passed. And so there is a vote that you can pass called modern development. And when that passes, over time, the world that your sim is living in will change to kind of reflect that. So you guys may look around my neighborhood right here and you can see that there are more modern houses, that it's way more cleaned up. There's a nice little park beside where the sim lives. But when you first load up the game, it definitely does not look like that. This area is normally really trashed, and the houses are just kind of like the ones that you see across the street there. They're not really updated. And so I think that the sim is going to single-handedly be the reason this neighborhood turns back into an industrial neighborhood. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what the sim's going to do. I haven't thought that deeply into it, which is kind of crazy because I've really overthought this storyline, just like all my other storylines. But I feel like this sim, who is well-liked and well-known, is going to end up being really hated because they're going to single-handedly cause the destruction of this town. I don't quite know, but that's kind of the vibes of the sim that I have in mind for living here. Like I said, I think the sim's kind of a narcissist. The sim's a very good-looking sim, very, well taken care of, well-versed. People love this sim, and they don't quite know that the sim really doesn't care about the environment at all, or pretty much anybody but themselves. So that is my idea of who I am living here. I have not quite decided if I am going to be doing a new save file. That's kind of up in the air, but this is a house and a storyline that if I do, I have already decided I want to put it in that save file. So let's talk about that, guys. Let's talk about how I lost my save file, because you guys may be wondering, how on earth, Mindii, did you lose your save files? Well, my friends, sit down and let me tell you a little story. So I was actually planning on doing a video where I was going to be touring my Sims 3 house builds, and that's something that I still want to do. So it's kind of still on my radar. If you haven't played The Sims 3, or if you just need kind of like a refresher because it's been a while, on The Sims 3, there is a Sims 3 store where you can buy extra content. And in order to access that content, obviously you need to log into your account in-game in order to download the things that you have purchased offline. I purchased quite a lot over the years on The Sims 3. I had like 21 or 22 pages of downloadable content. So I needed to access that because it was my first time loading up The Sims 3 on this computer. And for some reason, every time that I tried to log in using the correct password and login information, it would tell me that it was wrong. Now, this is a known glitch with Sims 3. This is a known issue that has happened. So I was growing increasingly more frustrated, and I got a hold of EA. I spoke with somebody in EA, and they were kind of giving me the runaround. Now, let me why can't I think of words tonight? Just for reference, it is like 1:15 in the morning, but let me kind of give you a little bit of background here. I am not good with technology. I'm not good with technology. I'm not good with computers. I want to learn more. I am learning a lot more, but it's not my forte. It's not something that I'm really good at. I don't instinctively know where things are. So that being said, I'm talking to this person from EA, and I'm trusting that they can just help walk me through everything, right? That's pretty much their job, right? So they're just walking me through all kinds of things. I don't even remember now at this point what and all they told me to do, but they were having me like move files, delete some files, delete these files off my computer. I was asking them like, where do I find this? And they were really treating me like I was dumb. Like, how do you not know where to find this? Which is really insulting. Now I'm 31, so I kind of grew up as computers and internet were really becoming a household staple. And so some people might look at me and think like, you should know these things, and that's all well and good, but I don't. And I felt like that's kind of how this person from EA really treated me. They treated me like, what do you mean you can't find this file? And so eventually I grew increasingly frustrated, and I wasn't finding any help through this person after deleting file after file and, clearing things out. I had no clue what I was doing. So the person ghosted me, just straight ghosted me. Like, they just stopped talking to me. They're probably like, this person is hopeless. But so I ended up finding the answer online. And so I got online, I found the answer on the internet, and I was very easily able to log back into my Sims 3 stuff and download all my content. I should have just done that to begin with. Why would I ever trust that somebody from EA could actually help me? I don't know. You may be wondering like why that has to do with anything. Well, it's because after I did all that, I shot my videos for The Sims 3, and then I went back into play Sims 4 because I wanted to build something, and I realized that all of my save files were gone. And I was super confused by this, and again, I reached out to somebody from EA, and I couldn't find any of my save files. They were not able to find my save files, so once again, I found I started doing my little Google search, and I found the answer on the internet. It turns out that all of my files had been moved to my OneDrive. Great. I pulled up my OneDrive, and there they all were right in front of me. Right in front of me, you guys. All of my saves, all of my beautiful saves and all of their glory, they had been moved to my OneDrive. Now, if you are like me and you don't know what OneDrive is like Microsoft's version of the cloud, I guess. I think that's right. And for some reason, whatever I did when I was speaking with a person from EA or whatever I had moved or cleared out, it had prompted my computer to move my save files from my documents folder into my OneDrive folder. So I was like, great, they're all here. I'm looking at them. Like, I'm literally looking at them, okay? And I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to look how to transfer them back. And so I find the instructions and I transfer them back. But as I'm transferring them back, it's saying that they're coming back, but they're not. They're just disappearing one after another. I'm watching them all just leave. And I'm like, no. And they weren't found in my recycling bin. I couldn't find them any more than that. I've actually looked into a couple programs online that could possibly help me get them back. They were like file recovery programs. But again, I don't know enough about those kinds of programs to know if I can trust them. Some of them are fairly expensive. Some of them are like $60. And I don't want to spend my money on something that could possibly be a scam. So if you guys know anything about that, or if you know of a trusted program or know of a way that I can try to get those files back, do let me know in the comments down below, or if you could reach out to me, send me an email, whatever, that would be great, because I'm still kind of holding on to hope that they will be back. That being said, I did have to come to the conclusion that they were gone, and after they were gone was the first time that I ever cried over a video game. Like the first time I had ever actually cried over a video game, because I was really sad that my stay-at-home mom Let's Play was gone, because I had not saved any of the Sims in that Let's Play. I had saved the house, but not the Sims to the gallery, because I didn't want to upload them until like the Let's Play was complete and the Sims were kind of like in that current life stage with all of their skills that they had gained over time. And it was the same with my save file. So I was upset about the loss of Stay-at-Home Mom. I was devastated about the loss of my save file, and here's why. My save file is so intricate. It has so many just in detail, thorough family trees, family lineage, relationships, careers, skills, people that I have spent hours creating and working on, and they were all gone. And again, I had never saved any of those Sims to the gallery because I wanted those to be Sims that were exclusively for the people who downloaded my save file. Because if I just uploaded them to the gallery, they wouldn't really mean anything. They wouldn't have the relationships that I needed them to have. Does that make sense? Like if I just upload one Sim to the gallery, it's not going to show you, if you download that Sim, who the Sim's best friend is. It may have the skills that they had currently, but it's not going to tell you that, hey, this is their best friend, or these are, whoever. So yeah, that's why I never uploaded them to the gallery. I did find a save file that I had saved back in 2019. And at that point, so much had changed that it was pointless to really like pull that save file up anyway. There wasn't anything on there that I didn't already have. Moral of the story, friends, always, always, always back up your save file. Always. So I basically had to start over, and in doing so, I lost interest in The Sims. I didn't want to look at The Sims. I didn't want to... At that point, I had just gotten so frustrated that I had just deleted all of my mods and all of my custom content and was like, you know what, I'm just going to just start all over. But then like the prospect of starting all over was so exhausting mentally that I didn't want to. And so I just kind of lost everything for The Sims. Like, I didn't want to look at the game. I didn't want to play the game. I just, yeah, it wasn't until I think Dream Home Decorator came out, or maybe a little bit before it came out, that I kind of was able to like pull myself together and start to just like really kind of like talk myself through this. And I was thinking, you know, maybe this is a good thing. Maybe there's a reason that I needed to start over, or maybe this is like some way that I can look at my channel and say, okay, where can I revamp certain things on my channel, or where can I like change something or redo something, or how can I approach this differently than I had been. And so that's the good thing that came out of it, and that's what I'm still trying to like take from it, is just like what can I learn? What can I change about my channel or the content that I'm putting out that will just make it better than before? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm sorry for that long spiel. It's just, moral of the story, guys, always back up your save files. I have been doing so every week now, and I always back it up onto an external hard drive as well. So yeah, I think I've learned my lesson to never do that again. But again, if you guys know how I might be able to get those files back, do let me know. Or if you know of a program that can, that would be great. So that being said, by now we have finished up the whole kitchen. I am currently doing a little like walk-in area in the foyer. This is where they would hang their clothes. However, I do change this off camera, and I end up taking all of these built-ins out and putting in a basement. And in the basement is a full gym with another bathroom. Now, the reason I decided to leave this part in is because once I put the basement in here, I was like, I don't know if I prefer them not having a basement, because I wanted it to be realistic, and it does seem a little unrealistic that somebody would have like a whole entire gym in their house with as tiny of a house as this is. So I did leave this in here in case you guys download this house and you want to take the basement out and just replace this. You guys can kind of go through and slow the video down and see how I did it, or you can just kind of create something on your own. Totally up to you, but that's why I decided to leave that in there ultimately. But I do really love this house. I'm super excited for this house because I don't normally build houses like this, and yeah, I don't normally Scandinavian vibes. Like, I love the decor, but I've never really tried my hand at creating like external houses, or not external houses. Why can't I talk? It's 1:30 in the morning. Well, it's 1:22 in the morning. Exterior houses of Scandinavian style. So this is kind of like a new style for me, and I was really enjoying it. And I enjoy going with like the dark colors and then the lighter colors. And so for this particular house, I decided to do more darker, modern type colors for this sim. And again, I feel like this sim is just a very type A sim. I feel like they like things to be neat and tidy. I feel like they don't want their house to look lived in. They want their house to look more like for show. And I kind of think how everything in their life is like that, probably. Like, I think everything in their life is basically for show. They want people to see how successful they are, and they want them to see how much money they have, and they want them to see that their house is nice and neat, and that they have really nice things, and they're very kind of skin deep, I guess, is what I would say, right? Is that right? I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done a voiceover too as well, because it's been about a month since, and it's been actually over a month since I last uploaded a video. It's been a while. Also, I hope you guys are okay with my editing. I am working with new software. I am using VSDC, which is a software editing program that actually came with my hard drive. So I decided to learn that over what I was paying for. And it's been a learning curve. So that was another thing that made it difficult to come back to making videos, because I didn't want to take the time to like learn a whole new program again. And yeah, my other one was just glitching out really bad. I was having all kinds of issues with customer service, and unfortunately what was once a really nice program ended up turning out to be really bad. So yeah, on top of losing all my save files, I now had to learn how to rework a whole new editing software program. So if my editing is not up to par or not the best, again, I do apologize. I will get there. Just hang in there with me, guys, and we'll keep going, and things will get better. I promise. I've already watched several YouTube videos on this particular program, and I'm actually learning a lot. So I'm actually excited for it. So yeah, just hang in there with me, guys. But yeah, my last video, if you guys watched my last video, it was like a converted barn off the highway. It ends up being really laggy toward the, or maybe just in the very beginning, and then it kind of evens itself out. So that's another struggle that like I've had with this particular program, but it seems like once I render it, everything's fine. So I'm still just kind of working out the little kinks there. So things are not really up to par, or if my editing's not the best or my voiceover's not the best, that's why, because I'm still learning. So give me a little bit of grace while I do so. So yeah, anyways, this is the, I want to say like kind of the office area. Of course, it's open to the living room, so there's not it's not its own separate office, but I do really like this area. It's got a nice bookshelf, and there's just lots of like little like relics that I put around there. Again, I didn't want this house to be overly cluttered, but I did want to put some like nice things on these like shelves, which is one thing that I really love about the modular furniture, is all the things that like I can just clutter it up with. And yeah, that's probably one of my like favorite things about all of the modular furniture, is that there's just so many slots that I can just add clutter to, which if you guys have been following my channel for a while, you know that I absolutely love clutter. So yeah, the living room is pretty much how it is. I think I end up like adding a rug and just a few more things around there. There is not a bathroom downstairs, like on the main level. I do put a bathroom in the basement. So if you guys decide to keep the basement, which you guys won't see me decorate on camera, but I will include screenshots at the end of the video. So if you guys want to stay to the screenshots, you will get to see what that basement looks like. Again, it's just like a gym down there, but then I put like a full-on like changing room with bathrooms in there. I don't know why, because I don't know, this is like a one-person house, but maybe this person does like personal training, because I believe that's something you can do in the professional athlete career. As you get like higher in the like skill, you can train other people. So maybe that's what this person does, and maybe that's why they have a gym down there. I'm trying to like justify the fact that I like just stuck a whole gym down there, but I feel like that makes sense, right? Like if you had a basement or something, you could like convert it, and the sim has money, so it makes sense, right? I don't know, but that's kind of my idea. Yeah, and I also am really loving the modular furniture as well. The only problem is, of course, another one of those glitches, and that is that every piece of the sofa is a slightly different color. Sometimes depending on lighting, sometimes it's normal, sometimes it's not. Yeah, it's kind of been a little bit of an issue, but it doesn't bother me as much as some of the other issues that we've had. Like, for instance, the likes and dislikes when you are recording somebody's, like, not recording, oh my gosh, I need to go to bed. Okay, when you go to redecorate somebody's house, I have gone to like houses where one client's like, I love brown, and the other client's like, I hate brown, and like you're like, what? Okay, but how do I decorate that? So yeah, there's just a couple kinks that I feel like the Sims team really needs to work out there, and that's really frustrating. And then there's just a multitude of glitches anymore that makes the game almost unplayable, because after you play like through like one generation, it seems like it gets glitchier and glitchier as it goes. And I know there's things that you can do to like help prevent that, but it never truly takes it all away. So it's been a little bit frustrating. But upstairs is the master bedroom, or the only bedroom rather, and I put a really cool walk-in closet in this bedroom with the new pieces that we got to create like just like built-ins. They look like little built-ins, and I went with like a greenish color up here along with a blue color, and I used dark woods which is pretty much what I've done throughout the whole house. I've used like really muted, more dark colors. Normally when I'm doing Scandinavian, I prefer to go for like the lighter wood colors because I feel like it is a little bit more Scandinavian, I guess, you know. I don't, is it offensive to say Scandi? I've heard other people say it, but I don't know if it's offensive, so I apologize if it is. But yeah, I feel like the lighter wood tones are a little bit more Scandinavian compared to the darker tones, but I wanted to make a house with the darker tones just for the sake of it being and feeling a little bit more modern. So yeah, I end up sticking a lamp up here, but then I change it and decide to put like wall lamps on the side here, which look really nice. I was able to like size them down, and the built-in closet here I think is so cool. My idea behind this whole like built-in closet is that, again, when we talk about appearance, the sim is all about appearances, and they didn't want to do like a whole like closed off closet. And that's because I feel like if the sim like has people over like in their room, they want those other sims to like see like their name brand clothes or their name brand shoes. But I feel like that, again, the sim is kind of a little bit of a narcissist, and so they probably just tell people like, oh, well, the room was too small, I didn't want to like close it all off, so I wanted to leave it open. But really, it's kind of like their way of like having other people like look and see like all of the nice things that they have and all the name brand clothes that they have. That was my idea anyway. So I don't know. I feel like I put various things throughout this house to kind of go along with the storyline that I had chosen for this sim. And if I was not sitting here telling you about it, I don't think you would think twice about it. For instance, I stuck a generator beside the water collector. And again, I think that's something that if I'm not sitting here telling you that eventually the sim is going to be the reason that this neighborhood goes back to being all industrial and everybody's going to end up hating them, you guys would never probably think twice with the fact that there's like a generator out there. So you guys can always change anything that you want to on the houses that you download of mine from the gallery. I just ask that you don't re-upload them as your own. But yeah, so that was kind of my idea behind this whole open closet thing. And yeah, I imagine that the sim has people over to stay the night or what have you, and maybe they like make it a point to be like, oh, let me give you a house tour. This is my closet. As you can see, those are my new name brand sim shoes that are sitting here on a shelf for everybody to see and I never wear them, or I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of my idea. I can't remember if I keep this wallpaper with the trees on it. I never use that wallpaper. And it's funny, I was actually watching somebody do a build and they had used that wallpaper. I see so many people use that wallpaper and I don't like it. I don't like it. But like the more I see people build with it, the more I'm like, maybe I do like that. And I keep wanting to like think of different like ways or different styles that I could kind of plop that in somewhere and make it look nice. I don't remember if I keep it or not. I might change it out. I also do not add an entrance to the bathroom from the bedroom in here. So it's not really like, I guess like maybe it doesn't like qualify as like an ensuite. It's just the main bathroom in the house. But yeah, so I add a chair here and just like a few other pieces in the room, and that's pretty much it for the bedroom. And I move on to the bathroom, which is the last part of the house that I do. The bathroom is just a normal bathroom. Again, I've been kind of like thinking of different ways that I could redecorate and just like revamp my bathrooms a little bit. But this bathroom is, I believe it just has a shower. I don't think it's like a shower tub combo. I can't quite remember, but I just remembered like literally just now that I did put in a pet bowl. So if you have a pet, you may need to change that to a shower bath combo in case your pet needs to be washed. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but anyways, moving on to the hallway. I really just kind of like put a picture up there. I don't really put much in the hallway. And for the bathroom, I decided to go with lighter wood tones compared to the rest of the house. And again, that's just because it's like my preference. Like I prefer the lighter wood tones. But yeah, so I go ahead and finish up the bathroom, and then like I said, I do not do the basement on camera, but I will include those in the screenshots at the end, so be sure to stay to the end so you can see those, and then you can make the decision whether or not you want to keep that basement. I do also add a hot tub in the backyard because I imagine, because of the type of person that this sim is, that they are constantly entertaining and having people over and hosting get-togethers, and everybody loves being around the sim. The sim's very charismatic, and yeah, I just have a whole story played out for the sim. I probably have a problem. It's probably not normal for me to think about stories that in depth, but I do, and it's fine. So I am so glad to be back talking with you guys. Hopefully I can get another video out for you guys soon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will see you guys later. Bye.